this video is long overdue. In the spring, I got a chance to work with Operations Mavenue. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, but they're a Canadian company that builds custom operation manuals for other companies in Notion. The experience was amazing, and I meant to make a video to describe the experience, and then I got busy. I just stuff in life and who knows what else. And so now I'm making that video. They're not paying me to make this video. I told them I would make it as a courtesy after all the things that they did for me because I really like what they did. I got busy and I didn't do it, but in the time since I've talked to them, I've taken a job with a friend of mine over at Blue Magnolia. It's the first time that Blue Magnolia has really tried to hire a team of people rather than having a person here and there that does very specific tasks. Being on the other side of joining a firm that doesn't have documented expectations, I've suddenly become much more aware of how incredibly helpful this is going to be. So first, I'll just show you what they've got, and then I'll show you what they did for me, and then I'll show you what I did to customize mine. Okay, so Operations Mavenue, we're going to call it OM. This company, they create these manuals. They do it from scratch, or if you want, you can buy a pre-built template and then just fill your stuff into the template. So that's what they've got here. The experience of working with them is that there's a specific thing you want to work on. Maybe you want a whole manual for the entire company, or maybe you just want a manual and expectations for a specific thing. You'll let them know in advance what you want to work on, figure out the pricing for that, and then schedule a call with your person. I don't remember the exact title for the people, but basically they're very friendly people that do what they call a knowledge extraction call. So they listen to you talk, and I can talk quite a bit, right? So I might talk for 30 minutes and explain what I think is everything there is to know about a particular thing. During the last call I had with them, we went through the process of setting up and completing a project, like a QuickBooks bookkeeping project. Somebody comes to me with a messy set of books. How do I identify what stuff I'm going to work on? How do I work through it? How do I double check myself? How do I communicate with the client? I explained all of that. When I got done, my person came back to me with questions, which was helpful and also kind of funny because I was just really certain that in all of my time talking, I had explained everything. Well, it turns out I had not. So during the call, they just ask you a bunch of questions. They take a bunch of notes. They record the call to go back and refer to it. And then later, they spend about a day just thinking about you and everything they discussed with you and putting it into an operations manual. When that's done, they send you back the link to your Notion. They send you a video just explaining here's how your stuff works and here's how to find everything and here's how to navigate. And then you can customize it from there. It's not perfection, but it's a hell of a good start. The thing that I like about them is that they have a system, which is great. And they have people who are really good about listening and then thinking to ask questions. They don't need to know what I do. In fact, it doesn't matter if they know or not, because their whole job is to put together information for a person who might work with me to be able to reference it. The people who might work with me are people who don't live inside my head and could benefit from having written documentations of the workflow and the expectations of the company. So that's basically what they do. Let me just flip this over so we can see the US pricing, since most of my viewers are in the US. Okay, so USD, go down. Okay, so the templates are, well, it looks like they're all $100. Might feel like a lot of money. I feel like it's totally worth it. So I'll start with the manual they put together for me. This is the operations manual they built for Gentle Frog. So there's an introduction, business overview. You can read all these tiles. I didn't do anything to make this happen. They just made it for me. They went and found my logo. I sent them this image because my graphic designer, Gabby, put together a ton of fun images. And I'm like, here's my image folder. Pick what you would like. Down here, they just let me know how much of the year is left. This is both helpful and frustrating because I'm like, damn it, it's 50% of the year is gone. And I have so much more I wanted to accomplish this year. but on the other hand, it's helpful to see it. So let me click into here so you can see what's happening. The introduction just explains what's happening with the manual. This is all stuff that I can click into and edit. Right now, I just opened this link in incognito so that I didn't accidentally mess anything up, but you could edit it. Business overview. This is, they just grabbed this video off my YouTube page. All this information, they've either found it from my website, from my YouTube, or from asking me. They did ask me what my tech stack was, so they have a good sense. And the idea here is that somebody who's going to come in and work with me could have this manual, they could look at it, and they could figure out, like, what's the tech we're using and why are we using it. I know that the last time I started a new job, before the one I currently have, there was a lot of tech that the business owner used that I'd never heard of. And so I found myself writing it down. And then later I had to go look stuff up and figure out how things related to things, because sometimes tech overlaps. So helpful. Let me just go into the SOP hub. This could be helpful. So there's workflows, there's guidelines, there's software tools, like all of this stuff, they went and figured it out. Let me scroll down and just show you the new hire onboarding workflow. This is definitely not stuff that I put together. This is stuff that they put together. There were absolutely cases in the conversation where they would ask a question, what do you do when, or what do you do if? And my answer was, I don't know. I can figure it out later, but I don't know. And they said, no problem. That's totally fine. We'll put together a shell. We'll put together something you can customize later. And so that's what they did here. So this I think is great. Like pre-arrival, what stuff do you need to do? First day, what stuff? Just stuff for me to think about and to add to and to customize. Things that I know I wouldn't have thought of, such as shadowing. I don't think about it because we work remotely, but it's helpful. So let me close out of this. Let me see what else I can show you that might be helpful. Let's go back to the manual. The company wall of love. This is great. Like, this is a great idea. I think that I should do, and I haven't. And every time I think about it, I'm like, yes, I should do that. It's just a place to copy and paste any nice messages you get from people, so that when you're having a rough day, you can go back and refer back to the messages, like the nice things people have said. This is not something that I would publish on my website. It's not testimonials. It's the kind words where someone said, hey, you helped me with this thing, and that made a huge difference. Like, that sort of thing really helps on the days that are long or bad or frustrating. Every company has their own values, and all values are great. It's just knowing when you're starting at a new firm, what does the firm really value? What do the business owners really value? Checklists and templates. There's all kinds of good stuff here. So at a glance, I know there's a lot I can click into, and I know I've bounced around a lot, and hopefully my editors cut this down so it's not so much bouncing. There's a lot of really good stuff here. So I had them do this for my bookkeeping business. I had them do the same thing for my solar startup. So Solar Trigeneration Systems is a solar startup in Canada. I had them put together this stuff, and it's different than it was for Gentle Frog. It was a very similar conversation with the same prompts, like, tell me about your business. Tell me about who works in your business. What are the roles? But it's all different information because it's a different business. So I like this, and I think it's really helpful. I took a job at Blue Magnolia Consulting. I took my Gentle Frog mock-up, and I changed it around. I know that at Blue Magnolia, we don't use Notion. And I know I needed to have something that was very easy to look at without a lot of clicking into stuff to then click into something. I didn't want to have something that went like 3 levels deep to find the thing you're looking for. So I just changed it up. I grabbed some different icons and some not so different icons. This is just a mock-up to kind of run through with the owner. But I thought I could show you this as well. I could show you how using Notion and how using their template and just customizing the template could make something that could work for you. So you've got introduction, business overview, like all that stuff is really familiar. But then I made some other stuff and I was like, this needs to be front and center. It shouldn't be hidden. So client communication and internal documentation expectations, like that's really helpful. Like, what do you want for client communication? How, like, what do you want the tone to be and how do you want it to take place? Do you want your communication to be via email, via the portal, via text message, via phone call, via Zoom? Like, what's your preferred cadence? We use Keeper.app, both at Gentle Frog and at Blue Magnolia. So what are the tips, tricks, and expectations? I have a strong expectation that in Gentle Frog, at least, clients can't dump stuff into the main file upload. But at Blue Magnolia, it's totally fine. So there's going to be some stuff where you could just think about and indicate, like, what are your expectations? And then for the person coming into your business, they can just look at the dashboard real quick and be like, oh, here's the things I need to know about Keeper. Here's the bookkeeping things. Here's the Google Drive things. Like, you get the idea. You don't have to use the template that they make. You could have them make a template custom for you and then move around your stuff. You could buy a template that they offer and then move around the things, or you can create from scratch a template and just have something really easy. I know there's a lot of people who like to do a lot of fancy stuff with Notion, and I'm not one of those people. Like, this on the left is way fancier than I personally would have done. I'm definitely one of these. So if we go into Google Drive, like, here's some video tutorials, here's other resources. Like, you can see I've not built this out. I'm just putting together a demo. Like, here's some stuff that we can do to make things easier for a person coming in and working at the firm. I did this also, demo embedding. So I wouldn't make this like a homepage, but right now, Martha really likes Google Docs, and that's great. That's her brain works well with Google Docs. I need something where I can go to one place and search that one place to find what I'm looking for. And so I said, well, what if we take the Google Doc and we embed it into Notion? So she has a Google Doc she can go and create and edit and add to. And I have Notion where I can just have like a dashboard of here's all the resources and click on the resource I want to read. It says that I need to allow cookies. I'm not doing that because I don't want the company information to show up on this video, and I don't want to make my editor blur it. But imagine, if you will, you have a Google Doc with whatever information and that you just embed it. So you have Notion as your resource library, but then whoever is looking at Notion can come in here and look at the Google Doc. They can click on the Google Doc to go to the source document to edit if you've given them edit permission. Let me go back to the beginning and I'll just show you one more thing before I close. One of the things that I like about Notion, aside from the fact that it's all in one place, as opposed to a Google folder where you have to stab around and open and look to see if you can find the thing, is that you can search. So I can search the word phone and I can find the phone number. I can search QuickBooks and I can find anytime QuickBooks shows up. Like QuickBooks Trainer, I think this one is probably me. Let me go ahead and just click on it so you can see what happens. So now I can see the page, and of course it's pretty empty, but you get the idea. Let's search for Keeper. So Keeper is our portal. There's tons of information about Keeper. When you look at this, you can see a little bit of information, so you can decide which one you want to click on. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on this Keeper app tips and tricks. That was on the home page. You could easily search for it and get to it. This is just a mock-up. There's really not a whole lot of information in here, but I wanted to get your creative juices flowing and just let you know, one, you should have a way, or you should have your expectations laid out somewhere so that when a new hire comes on board, they know what to do. This, I feel, is different than you're assigned client ABC. This is what we do for client ABC. It's more like the stuff of where do you put your client questions in the case of bookkeeping? How often do you follow up with your clients? Who's in charge of talking to the clients? There are definitely some companies where the bookkeeper doesn't talk to the client and they have a totally separate person that is the face of the business. And then behind the scenes, there's other bookkeepers. Just stuff like that would be really great to have. And then stuff where you have specific expectations, put them somewhere that your bookkeeper or team member, this doesn't have to be for bookkeeping, put your expectations somewhere that people can find them. Because I promise you, even though you've told them on a call, maybe you told them numerous times on a call, as a new hire, there's a lot of information coming at you and you don't know, you can't remember everything and you don't know what's the most important thing. So your brain will latch on to what it thinks is important, but may pick the wrong thing. Having like sections of expectations could seriously ease up the stress. So I'm going to go back to the beginning. This is where I got the template from. I did this as part of a like coaching consulting call where they pulled information out of my brain and put it together. But if you didn't want to do that, even though I feel it's highly affordable, take a look at the templates that they have for sale and maybe buy a template and customize it to your needs. I'm not sharing my templates beyond just showing you my screen. You can recreate anything you see on my screen. But I would encourage you to think about, could this be helpful to you? Could it be helpful for your team members? And if it's not helpful, is there anything you can take away from this that might help you or your team members? It doesn't have to be a Notion. You don't have to be a person who's super enamored with Notion. But you do have to think about, what can I do to make my team member's job easier, which really makes your job easier. Okay, that's it. This is a super long video. And I know they could do a better job of explaining what they do, but I'm so thankful for what they did that I wanted to make a video and I didn't know how to make this into a shorter video. So I apologize and thank you.